harder S's, but you know you got the Stefan in there.
By the way, I don't mean to interrupt, but ooh, okay.
Okay, all right.
But Cressy, okay, it's kind of like you're at the crest, but there's a T.
Yes,
it's
indeed.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Good thing I have an English major with me.
Well, there you go.
Amazing. And here we go into the pistol. Won't take long for Crazy to start to go and explode on this A site. Keep an eye on Toxic, because he's the lurker through underpass eventually. But for now, it's looking like it's going to be an A hit. A lot of pressure on Stefan at triple and a player on their balk. This setup kind of counters this A hit immediately, Skriv. And here we go.
Coming over the top. Oh, shot's not quite landing. Actually, Demq going to get tagged down pretty heavily. Scrunk going to find Sergiz. Cressy finishes off Demq. Slack's chiming in. Not a single frag as yet for the T side, and well, that looks to be the trend. Scrunk coming in with 3. Not a single point of damage, Keith. And Crazy are written off in the pistol. Wow. That's a message.
Yeah. That's something, all right, isn't it? Really impressed. That was just the perfect setup to counter any sort of A hit. They had eyes on connector and catwalk. The B players weren't feeling too pressured. The under balk player had a simple time. Crazy right back in with deagles, armor, some smokes, hoping to get a pick or two. We can see it's all rifles for alternate attacks. No one willing to downgrade. They're feeling it. Scrunk on top balcony. Demq, deagle in hand, has to deal with the man. Slacks in CT, so it's gonna have to. They're gonna have to find the first clean shot and maybe try to push it from there. Skriv, that nade, that's gonna hurt. Psycho gonna try to peek on the back of it. As Scrunk does he get a good peek? What positioning? What movement to find that kill? Even a dink on a Demq. Toxic next man up. He'll fall. Cressy, well, he can deal with these connector players, or so we thought. Scrunk will worry about A ramp, but everyone else gets cut down. Sergiz, armor M4. Honestly, one more kill if he can find it, but he's pinned down from so many angles and aren't in attacks. Just look how quick they get into the setups around the information. These guys are snappy quick. I'm a fan of their setups right now. Again, haven't had the pleasure of watching them, so I'm coming in completely blind. But I've seen their recent performances and who they've been beating, and they're on a tear.
Yeah, they are honestly looking so good, and like it's just coming to a bit of a head here. Crazy like to play this, well, crazy Counter-Strike, to be honest. It hangs there like low fruit, and it is indeed the way that they approach the game. And I think alternate attacks are so coordinated. This is the thing, like they look so good as a squad. That German efficiency, right? We know a lot of the German sides for that, and I mean it's really coming into fruition. And as one of the few solid German rosters left, full German rosters left within the scene, they really do need to impress, and at the moment they are. As yet to have a proper test. Coming close against some teams. I think yesterday Simon, the best of one, was like a double overtime, but no one able to solidly take them down. A few upset results here and there that maybe they, you know, are not expecting. I think Level Up's beat them 2-1 recently, which is a bit random, but I don't know. We saw Gambit Youngsters nearly beat Complexity, didn't we, on multiple occasions? So there you are. I think when you're unprepared for a team and they play very differently, it can be hard to adjust on the fly. First rifle round though, Keith. Aggression coming in from Scrunk, almost able to find the head of Demq, but not quite. However, assertive, forcing them out. Nice bit of control towards A early on.
Yeah, no messing about or alternate attacks. This jump spot's gonna keep Toxic, like, train of thought on Stefan. Waiting for the player at chair. They think they have him dead to rights, but Mirabit will strike, only getting the one. Stefan full blind. How is he not dead? Finally goes down. They don't know if Cressy's here yet. I think maybe the catwalk player spotted him, but he is standing tall until Sensei finally connects that bullet. With that smoke and flash, Scrunk could jump out. And while Demq will peer, he'll spot it. And by the time he goes to throw a flash, the player's out. Does he fire into the smoke? No, he'll hold. A molly onto Demq forces him to an awkward angle. He's stuck. Sensei, that's a big kill. That should be the round winning kill. And there should be no way back in for Slack. Now, any kill he can find here from Slacks would be super sick. But I'm not sure if he will. And actually, an exit on a Sensei, not bad. They can buy around this AWP. And he is going to try to save. I don't want to see Crazy go too far into the hunt. But that is a round Crazy needed. Maybe with one more player standing. And you'll see how maybe hampered the buy will be from Crazy. CR4ZY will have to drop. DemQ the same. But they'll be there. Buy will come in. Same can be said about alternate attacks, though.
Ooh. Double AWPs. Straight out of the gate. Full respect here coming through as they try and get the return round on the alternate attack side of things. I like this, though. I do like this. Crazy giving them a test early on, however. You know, we would figure momentum rolling, dominant start. But Crazy not going down lightly, that is for sure. This is kind of the round, though. It's actually a big opportunity, particularly if they deny the bomb plant. Alternate attacks could really crush Crazy's economy. Mirbit taking the crack angle. A little bit unsure. Gonna post on it. Toxic. Timing will be everything here. Is he even gonna push in? No, he's not gonna take the chance. Smart to do so. T's just playing a default all over the place. Few in the B-apps. One in Palace. One in middle. One in underpass. Meanwhile, Skrunk once again has gotten aggressive. This time he sticks around on top of the pot. Have to kind of expect him here, though, on the T side of things. Maybe a flash to come through. Oh, the dry peek, not a massive fan. That's what they're going to go for. A little bit of a shoulder peek. He's able to readjust. Surely dead to right here, but somehow makes it away. He's done damage before he drops back as well. There you go. As he takes the reface, he will go down. Cressy on the edge of the smoke, in connector, trying to help his teammates out. Maybe they don't need it, as Stefan will manage to survive. Tags coming through, kills coming through, bomb being dropped. It's still doable for Crazy, as it's all over the place right now. 2v2, and it's just the AWPs that remain.
They hear the bomb getting planted. Mirbit will walk up, all the other up will spam. Good fun on the Psycho. Sensei now knows one CT, but since they both have ops, he doesn't know they're both here. Gonna peek into both, and Slacks has got the headshot. I bet Sensei screamed. I bet he put out a little bit of a whimsical ah as he peeks into two players. Probably not expecting that because they shot at off time, Skriv. They put up a good illusion, and alternate attacks will pick up a fourth. My Scream aside, loss bonus and plant money will allow Crazy to buy, and maybe Psycho can get that up. No, it'll just be AKs once more.
Important stuff getting that bomb plant, you know. Allows them all this utility and a better chance at coming back into this round. But alternate attacks, doing what alternate attacks do. It's definitely close, but they manage to get the return as soon as they drop a round. So credit to them for that. Does it continue here, though, is the question. Crazy looking to keep the pressure on as early as they possibly can. Once again, though, slow round, defaulting, hoping to catch someone off guard, but nothing really coming. Alternate attacks, they do get aggressive in their own right, but not overly aggressive, not foolishly aggressive. Just looking to play things nice and slow. A bit too slow, though. They're now trying to take control of middle silently, as it were, here. It's very quiet. Not a bullet ringing out for quite some time. Utility, of course. Big chunk onto Toxic. He's being the distractionary player over on B, and, well, he's drawn a rotation. Bit of a risky rotation as well, and it will be the incorrect bomb site for alternate attacks. So A certainly vulnerable. May just concede the bomb plant here. Great molly into Firebox. Cressy has to push forwards. Oh, no. Psycho and CR4ZY are not ready for him, though. Surely, if you're mollying that, you kind of have to prepare for a player to come forwards. So very awkward. The player over on B gonna go down, and Sensei, the only one left, can't get it done. Oh, crazy. Oh, no. That is so very awkward. Just give it a couple seconds before you go for the bomb plant, guys. I know it's a bit close, but you might as well. Okay, we've got the molly and firebox. And just train on him for a second. Just a second, right? That guy with the bomb, it's an easy frag for him, right? Instead, he makes it easy for Cressy because he's got a bomb in his hands. Very, very awkward stuff from Crazy.
I like the positioning from alternate attacks, though, supporting each other nicely in these A-hold setups, not feeling panicked, using all their utility before they go down, positioning themselves well. Even when they're forced out of the utility, they still were able to find safe haven and cover without panicking and just running out into the open. That shot from Stefan shows that he has dialed in the reaction times on that. And honestly, very impressed with alternate attacks so far, Scriv, living up to the hype that you have set and that I have seen. These guys know how to play some Counter-Strike, and it's good to see another strong German roster come into the fold, because I don't remember a time where there was more than one good German roster at a time. Maybe I'm too... I know maybe at 1.6, but in CS, maybe I'm too young, Scriv.
Yeah, I honestly only started playing in Go, so I can't help you massively. Nonetheless. Okay, Slack's put under pressure, but hits the shot. Beautiful stuff. Hellcase to boys, you saw the codes, you know it by now. Malta V15. Get amongst it, get spinning. It'll be crazy, just like this game, that's for sure. Alternate attack starting off well. Keeping them at bay in at middle. Nice advantage early on. Crazy go for a bit more speed this time around, and it just doesn't work for them, unfortunately. Ooh, Scrunk. Perfect positioning. Toxic not ready for it. Nice little push in. Another kill coming through and containing the T side. Little does he know it, the bomb is also kind of just at his feet, just around the corner. Crazy being picked apart here as they try and make solo plays across the map. Not happening for them. 2 players remain. Nice shot from Psycho. Makes life slightly easier, but still going to be difficult.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. Stefan, what a peek from window. It's so hard for Psycho to cover, and he gets them both. It is so difficult for that player catwalk. You can't blame CR4ZY there with the AK not able to cover. He's not. He will go down to an 0-1, but it's not 0-7, so he's okay. No 0-0. Everything's safe. But look at this movement from Slacks. Like, this is so impressive to me. And he has, like, the reaction speed to hit a shot while on the top of the rail and recover. This is just alternate attacks playing some really good Counter-Strike individually, and then mid-rounding around Crazy and just setting up into beautiful crossfires. Their utility usage is on point. They're not doing anything crazy. Oh, man, I did it. They're not doing anything too wild, but they're playing really good Counter-Strike, Scriv. Pardon my crazy bliff. It's going to happen. It's bound to be.
Yeah. It just applies, doesn't it, as well, is the thing. Mm-hmm. It's a great descriptor. Same with Big. I think their name kind of just falls into it. There are some other teams, like Sprout, maybe, where you, like, don't need to use that word ever. So if you make a pun out of it,
like
you are kind of forcing it.
Pro. Like, how do I make a pun out of that, right?
Yeah,
like,
the pro angle, you could maybe force it, but like Crazy and Big and teams like that, it can be a little more difficult. I know, you have something like Team Liquid, you can force a pun with Liquid, right? It doesn't really happen that often. Anyway, fast round coming in. Enough about the jokes. Mervit is playing serious. Oh, only good for one, but it's Stefan. In and around the crates. Perfect spot this. Absolutely beautiful angle, and they just cannot get past him. He does so much damage as well. 2 kills, not quite all 4, but certainly setting up CR4ZY and Sensei to fall quickly. Ooh, Slacks with the crack angle. Gets him with the wallbang. CR4ZY's in a 1v3. Not looking too good. Alternate attacks. Once again, making quick work of Crazy.
So far, so good. CR4ZY's just going to try to find any kill he can. I mean, he wants to get the loss bonus. No utility AK armor. If he can live safely, sure, but he could get hunted here, Scriv. He's going to try to look out, and yeah, CR4ZY will just take him down. So 8-1 alternate attacks. Whew! Scriv, getting deadly. Getting deadly. And Scriv, could you do me a favor and check your TeamSpeak message? I know you have it muted.
Yeah, I
most people do. You are the man, dude. What would I do without you? And what will CR4ZY do without money? Because to be honest, not a lot to work with. So just pistols, Scriv. Maybe something quick again.
Maybe looking likely, as things are really starting to get dire here, shaping up very, very nicely for alternate attacks. On their CT side, I would certainly consider them a bit more of a CT-sided team, but all the same, man, German efficiency, German Counter-Strike online, right, when they are in their comfort zone, it is very, very scary. Spurred forward, of course, by the results of Big recently, and, well, the positioning of Big in the rankings, right? Certainly going to give them a bit of energy. Ooh, hopefully getting noticed. Merbit, particularly, wants to be noticed. 2 kills on his own, sure, against the pistols. 1, he catches them off, right? With a 5-on-3 coming in. Able to drop back as well. Ooh, only ever so slightly baits them out. Gets the double spray down, looking for the ace. Merbit with the big brain play. The big aim play as well. Beautiful stuff. Simple. He is denied the ace, however. CR4ZY, the villain, will drop him. Flash coming in for CR4ZY. Going to blind them up ever so slightly. M4 comes through, but there's just too many bodies. And he will get taken down. 9th round for alternate attacks. They are tearing through right now. CR4ZY have got to turn this around with the next buy. It is really not looking good. I honestly thought alternate attacks, you know, would certainly take the victory cleanly in the series, but this is another level. CR4ZY are just not ready for this at all. Oh, trying to go for an early peek. Not going to happen for them, though. The cheeky little boost. Meanwhile, Scrunk at short finds CR4ZY easily. Smoke not good enough. And once again, alternate attacks have gotten themselves an early pickup, folks. It continues. May as well just make a loop here. Go run off and do something else. As it is starting to get a bit too repetitive. CR4ZY really struggling on their own map pick. Sure, it is not the best map for alternate attacks, generally speaking. It's definitely picked up recently. Something to consider. But they tend to look pretty decent on it. Bringing it close. This is the thing, you know, CR4ZY have beaten them on it very recently. 1916, though, and alternate attacks just hitting another level in the past couple of days. Sure, a very CT-sided team, like I say. They are on Mirage as well, generally speaking. But you still need to have a T-side. You still need to pick some rounds up. Do you know what I mean? Like, not looking too good here for CR4ZY if this continues. Okay, we'll see. They have lost a couple players. 4v3. Nice shot from Slacks. Looking to bring it back. Doesn't want to go for this repeat. There's an AWP trained onto him. Nice work with the flashbang. Still not all said and done just yet, but DemQ relatively low. Not looking too good. Bomb plant going to come through, however, so they have that at the very least, and now the pressure going to be on alternate attacks to move. Merbit, though, through the smoke, drops the bomb planter. Excuse me? Sensei will replace him, gets it in eventually, but now they're able to close the gap. Sensei with a quick response gets one, misses the opportunity on the second, coming in from all angles. He's just not able to find the shots. Oh, and it's close, but DemQ will fall. Merbit, the hero of the hour, gets the 10th round for alternate attacks, running around, getting himself some free utility.
Wow. And
double digits hit in, like, the fastest time we've seen in quite a while, Keith. They are really dominating.
I'm gonna, like, this has to be the fastest match we've had last couple weeks, honestly. These guys are speedrunning this one. I am thoroughly impressed by the quickness in which alternate attacks set up and setups to cover each other, right? The crossfires on A site, the B site holds, the anchors trusting their rotators to use utility appropriately for them. They're playing a really trust-heavy game of Counter-Strike. And Crazy yet to really break into this. First pick, finally no response from alternate attacks, right? A clean first kill for Crazy is what they needed in quite a while. And now that they have it, Scriv, will it transform into a round? One they desperately need. Can they double their score? Most literally. It is oh so important at this point. And it's going to be that XQ. Walking for contact. Mirabit alone. Here they come out the window. Spacing's off. Allows Mirabit to get one. Drop a smoke. Reposition. Psycho, you could be in trouble. Dinked up. They have to find Mirabit. Gotta peek them together. What a flash from his teammate. Stefan comes in. And Crazy are getting cut down. Mirabit finally falls, but all his teammates are here. Eyes on the bomb. And it's a 3v2. They've done it, Scriv. 3v1. The rotates and holds are ridiculous.
Yeah, that's exactly the word that I was thinking as well. Ridiculous. Oh my goodness. They just can do no wrong right now, and Crazy cannot catch a break. Early opener. Slight mistake on the spacing. They allow Merbit to survive, and well, guys, you cannot be doing that. Because he is playing to perfection as that B anchor. Wow. This is a masterclass. This is an absolute masterclass in CT. Just confidence, right? And coordination. Just all around general. The rotations are always in good time. The setups are solid. The individuals look good and know how to handle themselves under pressure. Their confidence is at an all-time high right now, and it is making them a very, very scary side. So yeah, Crazy. Something gotta change. Gotta change for the better. It's gotta change soon. As it is starting to get out of hand here on the T side. I mean, it already is. 11-4, the best they can hope for. Any more than this, alternate attacks are singing. As I've said, definitely weaker on the T side. They recognize that, but they're going to have such a buffer of rounds to work with that surely they should be able to clean things up. It would be a bit insane if Crazy can turn this around. We have seen turnarounds in the past few days, but not when it's been this dominant, man. Like, it's not even unlucky. They're just so one-sided.
Ridiculously so. Some mistakes that alternate attacks are making is in those first risky fights. Even when Crazy get the first pick as in the previous round, and just like here, alternate attacks somehow bring it back by individual plays like that. Crazy though, maybe overstepping. Slacks has to step up, and with it, Molly forces him back a little bit, but he makes himself an angle, gives himself a chance. Sensei with the picked up AK, no armor, unfortunately, but it's planted for him. And that gap in the smoke will find Sergez. Slack's gonna continue to look for more. He's gonna need help clearing out Sensei, however. Stefan, and what a clear. The audacity to peek like that. Psycho caught and dropped. Alternate attacks are playing on another level. Retake comes in. Crazy's goal was only the bomb plant there. Of course, they would have loved to win the round, but the bomb plant and damage. As we can tell, obviously, alternate attacks have bought pretty much every single round here without bother. And Crazy will look to do the same here. They need these last two. Goes without saying. But again, I'm Mr. Obvious, so I might as well throw it out there.
At this point, any round is a good round. They are just getting walked all over. Ultimately looking like no contest. Oh, Crazy. Kind of the issue with picking Mirage. It's night and day for some teams, right? Especially a team where they're kind of okay on the map. Sometimes they are smashing it. Other times, not so much. Clearly starting on their confident CT. I don't know, man. Nothing getting in their way at all. Blinded. Just gets the timing. Scrunk. Perfect stuff on that secondary AWP. He's loved getting aggressive, and they've just not been able to punish him for it at all. What else? Cressy with good timing, right? Catches the player, still quick switching. They're just on a higher plane of thinking. Sergiz, there you go. He will take down Cressy through the smoke, cost him a fair chunk of his HP. Looking to take a few more fights if they come his way. Nothing presenting itself just yet. Merbit still playing in and around this balcony area, but of course changing his angle ever so slightly to throw the T side off. Perfect timing. See you later. Here's all those footsteps, and it's an easy shot in the side of the head. Sergey and Sensei, Sergiz rather, and Sensei having to pick things up here. 12 HP for Sergiz. Shows his head. Okay, and maybe going to fluff it ever so slightly. Will it be enough? So much damage done, and Stefan just able to jump over the bullet. Too quick for you. Still definitely doable. No bomb plant as yet, and the rotation starting to come in. We will allow the bomb to go down. Looking for their 13th round on the alternate attack side of things. Would be their 10th in a row, I do believe. Barrel spotted, shot lands, all onto Sergiz. He's got 10 HP, and now he has none. Alternate attacks, once again, relatively clean, only losing a couple. Looked ever so slightly dicey in the middle, but no real sweat off their brow as they will continue the tear. This is mad. I have not casted a game that has been this one-sided for quite some time, in all honesty. You know, it happens kind of early on into your career, right, when you're casting teams that are wildly outmatched. And we did used to see it with resets and things like that, you know, and the economy being very, very harsh, particularly to CT sides. We'd see kind of, you know, pick up a round, get reset, lose 3 more, right? But these days, scoreline like this is very, very rare.
Is it ever?
Oh, okay.
That up from Slacks is just so quick. DemQ. No way he expects Cressy to be close. Cressy actually peeks, tacks back in, getting some assistance, but he'll finally go down. Stefan's there for the trade, and Skrunk is in CT, looking to shut this one down. There's even a gap for Slacks, but Sensei walks through. Okay. Risk being taken for Crazy in a round. They must win, but the flank from Mirabit, I bet they don't expect this one.
Okay. Flank on flank. There you go. Maybe going to drop the bomb, so arguably a more impactful flank from him. But the two CTs are split. However, with the bomb going down, and again, with it being the final round of the half, they don't care about the bomb being planted, really. Just got to win the fights. Oh, and there it is, DemQ. He tries to gain a bit of information, maybe find a frag. Stefan ready and waiting for him, knows that they have to make the move. Sensei, meanwhile, will recover the bomb. Oh, here's him dropping. Stefan not ready for this. Yep, facing the wrong way. There you go. 1v1 secured. The B-bomb site it will be, and Mirbit is a little unsure of that fact. He's sticking around on A, which is going to buy a lot of time for Sensei to get this plant, get into a decent post-plant position as well. There you go. All good. I think Mirbit will begin to figure out that there's no one around. Bomb goes down. Will rotate across. Full utility available. Does need to be careful where he uses it. Doesn't want to get caught with utility in hand. May not even look to use any at all. Regardless, Sensei trying to post up, trying to find the correct spot. Ooh, gonna get caught out in the open here. Shot in the side of the head. That's so unfortunate. But Mirbit wins the 1v1. The closest it's come for a while, Keith. But it really didn't come close at all, did it? 14-1. Alternate attacks have just wiped the floor with Crazy. And then the ceiling. And then the walls. And then thrown them in the bin.
And then they had to make dinner. And then walk their dogs. And then play CS.
Yeah, literally.
It's pretty much what it felt like. Alternate attacks just owning every part of Crazy. From retakes to trade frags to setups on site. And now Crazy have no choice but to win out for a while. Can't afford to drop a single round. Got to keep it going. Got to keep winning. Keep in mind, this is Crazy's pick. I don't know if anyone forgot or anyone needed a reminder. But yeah, this is Crazy's pick.
And alternate attacks, they don't lose vertigo.
They don't.
So... not looking too hot. That may well be the surprise of the series, though, if they do actually end up dropping it. Because, of course, they do lose it, but not very often. Okay, pistol looking good here. 2 openers coming in. 4v3. Can they convert this, though? That's the real question. Stefan going to get caught off guard. It's been happening a little more often in recent rounds. And a solid advantage. Definitely a doable round here for Crazy.
Could pull this off, but that's a little ridiculous from Mirbit. Okay, that one was equally as ridiculous, but finally we're okay. Everything recovers. Nothing's too wrong. We're fine. We're fine. Deep breaths. They win a pistol, and they go on from there. They get the rifle, Scriv, and everything else they need. But my one main question and curiosity is peaking, right? With a short flash run to the attacks, catch them off guard. Psycho, big opening kill. Is he going to be expecting these Deagle scouts and such, though, to be following up? Sensei taking a risk. I appreciate this peek. Demq to help us. Stefan with the fiery headshot with that Deagle. That's his second. Sensei gets caught, and alternate attacks are taking advantage of Crazy again. How do they find these fights?
My guy, they're just better than you, you know? Yeah, that's just what it looks like right now. Really cannot find it on the Crazy side. They cannot catch a break, cannot catch their breath. Pistol rounds can be a little more random, I always feel. And this kind of proves it a little. Once they have some stronger weaponry and a bit of utility to work with, alternate attacks are able to just get the better of them. Even off of the 1-for-1 trade. Certainly some risky places from Toxic and the rest of the boys. But, yeah, I don't know. Alternate attacks just on another level in so many different ways. Even just throwing the weapons out, just to be sure. Just to be sure. And then Slacks goes, bro, why are you doing that? Come on, man. Give me my M4 back. It wasn't actually to stop Crazy from getting an M4. It was to stop Slacks from getting an M4. Map point. We only started this game like 25 minutes ago. So a bit of a speedy one. Alternate attacks looking to steal away Crazy's pick. I thought they were going to win. I've said this already, but I thought they were going to win. Not like this, though. This is somewhat embarrassing. Crazy. You've got to feel for them. They're not making too many mistakes. It's just alternate attacks are outplaying them. Certainly a few places where Crazy have missed the mark. Not for Demq in this round, though. But ultimately, it is just alternate attacks playing so well. So well. It's not like Crazy have thrown away 2v5s or whatever. Just an impenetrable CT side. The odd round where they got the bomb down. The odd round where it came down to a clutch. And the T side starting off pretty well for alternate attacks as well. Although, Crazy showing what they are known for. Their individual prowess really coming to a head in this round as they are indeed finding 1-digs across the board. And they've gotten themselves a man advantage here, Keith. Maybe they can stay alive for a little while longer, get themselves some stats, save themselves a bit of dignity. But we'll see.
Shots towards Cat. Slacks looking to try to fight up towards it. Skrunk's just waiting out this smoke. Scriv, Psycho. Just a Deagle has the support from a player in CT, though. That could make all the difference. And as Psycho hears them coming up, will he get cleared? Nice headshot from him. Guns just outside of his reach. He'll get traded. And I'd love to see them just try to fight now. Backs to the wall. Toxic. 1 Deagle shot, 2 Deagle shots. Can't buy a kill if he even tried. Out of bullets. And Sensei's in CT. Slacks doesn't know. 8 seconds. Gonna have to face, and just 1 bullet from Sensei will get the job done. So Crazy keep on living. They keep on pushing it. Alternate attacks will save or force whatever they really want. It doesn't matter because everyone on their team is performing. It's Crazy you have to get a little bit going. And they'll, of course, buy up comfortably. And it seems like it's just gonna be, yeah, they're forcing back. They honestly have already won one of these rounds, so what's another?
Yeah, I mean, they're not too bothered, right? They have so much room to work with. It should be all but inevitable at this point. If Crazy come back from this, like, I'll eat my hat, you know? Or your hat, actually. Because you're...
eat my hat. Well, I have a lot of hats. Can I choose? There's some hats I don't like that much.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that is fair. The point being, though, maybe it goes over some people's heads. You say that because you don't think it's going to happen. So, although there's a funny one, some guy who used to lead a political party in the UK said that if we voted to leave the European Union, and here we are. So, you know, We'll leave it there for politics, of course, but nonetheless, maybe I will end up eating my hat. This round looking good for Crazy as they get themselves a nice advantage. It is slim, 10 HP for Psycho, but with the stronger weaponry that they have and the lack of utility remaining for alternate attacks, you would think Crazy could take this over the line. The one undefined player, though, is going to be this man in Connector. Sergey's going 1-for-1, and there it is. Murbit peaks at the perfect time, bringing it into a 2v2. The A-bomb site fallen. Rotation coming in quickly from Sensei. The bomb plan at the very least for alternate attack, so a bit of a return on the investment so far. Damage done so far. Is the round out of the question? We'll find out. Crazy. Moving in. DemQ. Oh, and Sensei, they've not got a kit, Keith. There is one dropped.
Yeah.
But certainly putting the pressure on.
Stefan's looking for a pick towards ramp. Ooh. One tap. Mirbit's alone. DemQ's worried about behind him. Mirbit needs to isolate this 1v1. Gonna do his best, and DemQ wins an important fight. They have to get on the defuse, and they will. Should have time for it. Kit even got picked up by Sensei, so no worries. They're gonna keep on doing this, but the loss bonus will build. Bomb plant money. I wonder if alternate attacks are like, you know what, that one went really well. It's pretty close. Yeah, let's just buy again. I bet they'll just go with Deagles and try to work picks. Even with the Deagles, though, Stefan's been deadly with them. Maybe they'll run it back.
Okay, playing it safe now. I kind of saw in my mind's eye them just going for it. And forcing and forcing and forcing. Not going to be the case. So definitely thinking now in their mind, Keith, that it's time to finish Mirage. Let's get to Vertigo. Let's get this done. You know, wash their hands of it. Get a nice little rest before the game tomorrow against Fate. That's what alternate attacks are thinking. But Crazy, they do have other ideas, of course. Capable of rounds. May well have been a different story if they start on the CT side. Okay, whoa, hold the phone. Cressy, coming in with the Deegs. Oh no, we might have done it. We might have just cursed them. We'll see. Toxic coming in from behind. All right. Okay. Not going to be the craziest of finishes, which would indeed have been ironic for Crazy, as it would be alternate attacks dishing it out. Still, Cressy, again, big moment coming in from him. Nice 3k on the Deeg, and he will join the rest of the boys towards the top end of the scoreboard. One thing that is worth noting, normally you see in games that are this one-sided, right, an individual may be picking up most of the kills, but it's just not the case. Skrunk's actually managed to get the bomb down in all this. It's just wall banging him down. Nice stuff. But if you look, only 5 frags between the top and the bottom. So very, very evenly placed across the board from alternate attacks, which is great to see. It just proves that they have evened out firepower across the board, and it's more down to indeed the team play rather than the simple effect, as it were.
Wow. Well, now the ops out for Slack, Scriv. As we said, 1 round is it. 10 in a row from Crazy required. They're going to have to keep up this blistering pace. Some nice shots in from Sensei and DemQ as of late, but they're going to need some more. And they're going to need all their boys to step up like alternate attacks have on their CT side and early T side. It takes some commitment and it takes some figuring out. I do believe this Crazy roster does still have some left in the tank to give here on Mirage. They gotta keep it as clean as they can. Toxic, that's a molly tick. That's a sound cue. They know he's taking damage. And with that vent getting broken, they may just assume someone's gonna be coming into a window to peek this. Crosshair plays from Mirbit, couldn't be better. He's gonna jump up and just hold and wait for DemQ. You know it's inevitable. The peek's gonna have to come in from DemQ at some point. And he gets spotted, tagged up. Look at the damage. The molly forces him forwards. He has to go back, and he's stuck. You know, there's one window, now ladder. Another molly to force DemQ out. It won't spread. Very much so. Forced up to the scaffolding. And how do alternate attacks split this now? Getting a little awkward.
Yeah, definitely hitting a bit of a brick wall on the T side. I do feel like it could have been a very different story if they'd have started on this T side. Obviously, it's not the case, right? The knife round definitely playing a part there. I think they would have picked the CT side regardless, even if it was, you know, side picking system. Getting a bit ripped apart here in this round, to be honest. Kills all across the board. Toxic coming in with 2. Oh, Cressy, an awkward fight. He's the only one left. 1v4. Can't get anything done. So Crazy definitely giving it back to them towards the end here, but it just feels like too little too late. 9 more in a row required. And alternate attacks eventually will be able to capitalize on a mistake made, right? Is kind of the thing here. So we'll see. We'll see when that mistake comes is the question. It's more a question of when rather than if for Crazy we move to Vertigo. So yeah, I don't know. It's cool from them. Maybe their Vertigo CT side's going to be nice and strong, but just overall not looking too good. In on the pistols as well. Fast round coming in. How are they going to deal with this? Zerg is good for 1. Psycho maybe needed to find one before they concede the site there. Shots coming in. Gaps closing for these pistols. Bomb being planted. Sensei still has... Oh, okay. The bomb actually going to be denied there as I thought it would. It would have gone through. Yeah, I was just sort of assuming, but it hadn't crossed. So I did indeed lie. MB, guys. And there you are. They deny the bomb plant. Only lose 1 player. It's a little cleaner in the end. Starts off shaky, but they secure it and take it over the line. 8 more to go, though, Keith, for overtime. So still a daunting and steep road ahead.
Yeah, again, not going to start to believe until they've broken onto ATTAX money in the round 14. I know that's steep. I know it's a lot to ask for, but I think it's fair considering what we've seen. Alternate attacks just 1 good rifle round away from taking this. Slack's going to get boosted towards ramp. Just off the mark. And as Sensei has to be careful in towards connector, alternate attacks look to just spread out now, work that default across the map. They have mid control completely. They've put a decent amount of utility into it, and Toxic gets caught. The B anchor sprayed down while he tried to push hulls and then fall back, and then the slow from the bullets. And that's a big one for alternate attacks. They rarely drop rounds, at least on the CT side, when they got that opening pick, Scriv.
Very, very true. Or Sensei, though, going to even things back up pretty quickly for Crazy. I think he will have maybe seen the bomb. I'm not sure. Skunk, though, coming in from the side through connector, through the smoke. Oh, disaster strikes. Might have come in through window, actually. A lapse in judgment from the CT side. The one mistake might just have sealed the deal here on Mirage. Psycho and DemQ have to do seemingly the impossible as the bomb goes down. A nade, a molly, they've got kits, just don't have the manpower to work with. Very little information as well. Going to try and boost up and try and run in, and Slacks just picks them out of the air, gets the second as well. Slacks having a hell of a performance, the whole team having a hell of a performance, but I do believe Slacks, you know, towards that top end. Overall, though, 16-7, could have been even faster than that, right? Crazy getting some consolation rounds towards the end, but goodness gracious me. Alternate attacks with the flawless, nigh on flawless CT half. Absolutely incredible scenes coming in from the Germans. 14-1 on their CT side if you are just joining us, which is mental. Happens very, very rarely, particularly on the CT side, to be honest. Like, if you think about it, because of the way the T's are just able to buy and buy and buy and buy and buy. Yeah. Madness. Absolute madness.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And now you're going over to a map where the CT side is hit or miss. But if you're having such a great CT side day on a map where you have an 83% win rate, and you still have the good, favorable T side to play on top of that on your map pick script, mind blown. It doesn't matter what side alternate attack started on. I think they're going to be favored on either side. And when we come back, strap in. We're going to not lean over the edge of the building like you can on the CN Tower. Did you know that, Scriv? You can do that. Top of the CN Tower. You can harness in and lean over the edge if you're crazy enough. I'm not. Maybe Crazy will. It's Vertigo. Risks are going to have to be taken. We'll take a break. When we come back, will Crazy bounce back? I don't know. The break will tell us.
Nice shot. Lock and load.
Wow, very good. Let me show you how it is done. Yeah, no. Woo, damn! That was one of the best pickle fights I've been to.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Malta Vibes. By the way, Malta Vibes brought to you by Malta Gaming, the home of gaming excellence. My name is Keith Fortune, joined once again by my good pal, Scriv. We're just talking about golf and how good he is at it, and it doesn't really correlate to this match, but what Scriv and Crazy have in common is having a hit-and-miss game on Mirage. More misses than hits, as Scriv could probably attest to in his golf game, same with Crazy's CS game. And now we move to Vertigo, which is the pick for our boys over in Alternate Attacks. An 83% win rate on 30 maps. That's absurd. That's out of this world. And it's a must-win for Crazy. Not the best of luck.
Yeah, this is kind of the issue with having the permit. I honestly, against a team like Alternate Attacks, I suppose if you have no idea what you're doing, maybe not. But like, I feel like removing Vertigo would be a bit of a safer move than getting rid of Dust 2. But that's the issue with having a permaban, right? They've got no confidence on Dust 2 at all. They have some on Vertigo, but Alternate Attacks, this is their map. Not only is it their pick, but like this is their map. And they're able to pull it out. They're going to have a great time. They are feeling so confident with a victory like that and such a dominating CT side. You are in your opponent's heads. No doubt about that. Sure, they've had a bit of time to work things over and whatnot, but playing with confidence at that level with such a one-sided victory with a 14-1 CT side, you're just flying. You are so confident, and everybody performs a little better with whatever it is, so long as you're confident in it, you know, and coming into Counter-Strike, and I think a map like Vertigo, that's really going to have a massive impact. So, yeah, Crazy have got their work cut out, that is for sure. They're going to have to play like a completely different team. Maybe even a lot of pressure coming onto the knife round here. Going to have to win that out cleanly so that they can, you know, feel comfortable, get the pick. But yeah, goodness gracious me, man. Like, this doesn't really tell the story. You know, we have Sensei, 21 kills, definitely chiming in a lot of the time for Crazy. But, you know, Slack, certainly, 22, great. Orpa looking really good. 10 deaths, obviously. But if you look at the scoreboard of the entire team, it was so very even. I think Skrunk was maybe a little bit further behind, but only by like 4 or 5 frags in the end. But most of the guys, 18 frags, everybody chiming in, not just one dominating performance, making quick work of every single B hit or whatever. Crazy were just locked out of everywhere on the CT side. Cannot reiterate, it was hard to watch, but also beautiful to watch, depending on what side of the fence you sit on, I suppose.
Yeah, and I don't know what the keys to victory here are for the Crazy Boys. I think Sensei, Toxic, the guys that are typically up there. Sergez, my pick. Come on, man. You can't let me down like that. I think this should be a rebound for them. Knife round, kind of irrelevant. I don't think it's really going to make a big difference, but I think it's going to be a confidence game for them. They do play Vertigo. Let me just pull it up. Give me a moment. And we'll take a peep at who they've been playing and what lately, because it does make a difference. And as I scroll down, so they're not slouches on this map either. 50% win rate on 10 times played, right? Not awful, but the unfortunate thing is they've been on a bit of a losing streak. They went on a winning streak of 5 straight, beating Fate, Saw, LDLC, Adaptation, but then they went on a bit of a losing streak, losing to Aves. They've lost Alternate Attacks way back when in Multi-Vibes, I think, won, and they recently lost to AGF. So they were close-ish games, but now you're going up against Alternate Attacks again, who just destroyed you on your map pick. It all plays into it.
Yeah, it is certainly going to be harsh here for Crazy, but we'll see. The knife round getting underway. Should be able to see how things turn out, and if Crazy can pick it up, then they feel a little bit more comfortable. Bit of a sigh of relief. Still going to be tight in there in terms of the breathing, but they will indeed get the knife. So, decent result in that sense. See what they opt to pick. You and I feel like it's a bit more T-sided, but they might want to start on their CT side because it was somewhat more effective. Maybe they have more plans there. They will indeed. Okay, so they start on the CT side of things. To be expected, I think, in my opinion. And hopefully this time it's a bit more comfortable for them. They can get off to a stronger start. Because it was looking like at the end of Mirage, the damage was already done, right? They were really trying to stop the bleeding, and there's just no chance at all. But they did look a little better on the CT side of things. So I think that might well help them coming into Vertigo here. But as you can see, the odds from our partners loot bet, really not supporting them at all. Crazy. I mean, they are just blown. I think even in their minds, they're like the underdogs coming into this in a massive way. Interesting to see all the utility, though. We'll see what they can get done with it, Keith. Alternate attacks, meanwhile, looking to wrap things up 2-0. And my goodness, if they can tap into their Mirage skill, might just be the case.
Maybe. And here we go. Lots leaning on this pistol. They have the typical nades towards A. Alternate attacks have probably run into that more than a few times. As Mirabit's going to make sure no one's going to be quick flanking them. CR4ZY making sure B is all clear. We could see alternate attacks start to group towards A ramp. That seems like the play. Alternate attacks, like that banner, built on trust, like we saw in Mirage, and their setups, their crossfires, the trust they have in each other. That's probably going to continue here. CR4ZY have to put a spanner in the works, mess up this chemistry. Very slow play from alternate attacks here. They'll hear the nades incoming. The wall of smoke's atypical. And I think they may have lost one. I think a smoke fell off the map. So they're missing one smoke. Keep an eye on that as this evolves. The bomb tap could come in here. They realize they've missed a smoke. There's the tap. One nade already went way early, but the second, it is good and well thrown. As Sensei just gonna wait for his teammates to rotate. Another nade onto the planter. The second one at that. And Mirabit's allowed to escape. Scriv retakes on now. Full retake mode.
Moving in, trying to find the heads. Defuse coming in. They've got to deny this with the Glock. Oh, massive gaps for them to do so. Toxical trades back. We're coming in from the side. It's CR4ZY picking up the double, sealing the deal. Even going to get the third? No, not quite. But surely he gets traded. He does indeed. An alternate attacks off the back of CR4ZY with the hero play. Will secure the pistol, starting off with a bang and stealing it away from CR4ZY. Again, a good start from them, and then not able to convert. Just going to eco it out as well. They're opting to play it super safe, get the rifles as early as possible, which is fair, because it does not seem alternate attacks are letting even the hard rounds slip away.
Oh. CR4ZY, Mac 10, going to get hunted down. You know what? They don't mind losing that Mac 10. Mirabit, though, has to live. Double quick headshot in for him. And even a third. He's playing on the dumpster. Sensei's like, you know what? You have that angle on those stairs that we can barely see your head. I'll take this Mac 10. And that's what he'll do. He's going to get caught from Mirabit, though, here if he puts into this. And 4K for the man. Nice saving grace thing, though. Yeah, Mac 10 didn't make money. Only got one kill. So CR4ZY's buy is going to be on par here with alternate attacks. AK's utility will not be room for that up, which is oh so important for the CR4ZY boys. Don't have to worry about getting pressured. And with these Mac 10s staying in play, it tells me one of two things. They've set themselves up for a buy next round, yes. And two, I'm feeling it's going to be a quick explode towards B or something of the sort. They're not going to play this slow. They're not going to be doing what they did on Pistol in the previous. It's going to be a bit more on your face after the initial default. Watch those Mac 10s get ready to create some space. Strunk pushing through the smoke. A little bit of tag damage onto Stefan. Maybe he'll take the Mac 10 now. And Skrunk's going to push up that lane and try to force off yellow tarps. All the while, big kill on Mirabit. That's the rotator down. Alternate attacks are trying to pick up the pace here.
Turgiz around to help out Sensei. Gonna need to stand strong here on the A-bomb site. Ooh, bit of a smoke. May well be useful. Sensei losing the fight, mollied forwards as well. Damned if he did, damned if he didn't in that situation. Through the smoke, though, down goes the bomb. That could be big. They don't really know it yet, but they have indeed got bomb control. The plant now going to become a little more difficult. Still a solid advantage for alternate attacks to work with. However, cover coming in from Slacks. Bomb has been planted. Retake is on. No offensive utility, no kit, and the save call comes in. CR4ZY will back away. Alternate attacks getting 3 in a row. Not quite as dominant as Mirage just yet, but still 1 foot in front of the other, whereas Crazy kind of fumbling a little.
Whew. Alternate attacks, they do it. Only losing those Mac 10s, not a problem. Slacks make me a little nervous. I've seen too many players accidentally slip there, so he's gonna make sure that doesn't happen again. And Crazy getting that AK out of there, buying up around it now. Scriv. What are we gonna see? It seems like they're gonna be a little more timid. They'll just keep the guns they save. They'll have attacks off to a great start on this T side. And just right back into this safe default. A-ramp pressure is gonna always happen. It's part of every default, safe or not. But then they have the generator hold. They have this triple boost from Crazy. That is out there. I'm pretty sure they see their barrel before you can see them, right? Because just the way the angles look of looking upwards. I wish I saw that from Sergej's POV to confirm that, but I feel like that may not be as successful as I think it is. Or unsuccessful, I suppose I should say. Interesting.
Very interesting indeed. I'm pulling it out, and it is, well, very successful. Again, putting the work in, trying to innovate in places on the alternate attack side of things. And it gives them a solid advantage. What do you know? The record keeps on playing, the loop coming through, round after round after round from alternate attacks. They certainly do seem to be a well-oiled machine. Bomb goes down as DemQ falls alongside it. 5v3. And they're just going to save what they've got into the next round here on the Crazy side of things. That is fair enough. Certainly not a round that you expect them to win. But again, clean from alternate attacks. No real sweat off their brow, despite the fact that there is a bit of expense from Crazy into this round.
I appreciate the save though. Crazy understanding there's no chance, no risk, no reward in attempting anything here, Scriv. They're realists. They appreciate it. And real recognizes real. As now they can get the op out. Oh, so I hope. And they're not going to do it. I think a CT side op on this map is a staple. As much so it is on Train, Nuke, Inferno. It is a staple on Vertigo. It allows you to contest a ramp aggressively, passively. It allows that B player to feel comfortable because knowing that op can rotate to help him out at a moment's notice. Mid rotates become 10 times easier if you want to have your op post on it. I could go on for days about the importance of an op on a CT side, but Crazy electing not to. They like the rifles. They go for the nades. They want to try to make alternate attacks A-ramp nervous. But look how far pushed back they are in that lift room. Not taking any nade damage. Not even taking a single bullet. They played this to perfection. And Strunk has snuck out. He's already through. He could double in here. 1 for Strunk, maybe 2. Instead, he'll flash and maybe go back. Yes, they've already retreated to the site. Well, those are the plays alternate attacks I've been making consistently, and they work.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful from alternate attacks. Sergej's going to creep forwards, try and level the playing field. Spots the player out. Not going to win the fight. Psycho, meanwhile, will capitalize. Finds a distracted C side. Takes down Skrunk. Though not bad. Back into a 4-on-4. 40 seconds remain, and alternate attack's going to have to go for the next move. Great flashes coming in. Just about able to dip away is Cressy. So, good stuff from him. Slowly but surely they're edging forwards off the back of the utility here. Got to be careful playing with fire on both sides of the equation with these headshot angles. Look at the creep coming in though. They're so ready for this, but Sensei is still going to win the fight against Cressy. Fantastic stuff. They're both able to drop back, play a bit more aggressive now that they have an advantage. Quick flash over the top as Sensei and Toxic chiming in. All onto Mermit. Walks through the fire. Little desperate. And Crazy will get their first round on the board.
Alrighty, there we are. Keep plenty of rifles alive. On top of that, not gonna go for the op. Maybe they're gonna try to show me up and run around without it, Scriv. We'll see if it's gonna make a difference in the long run. All the while, alternate attacks. That cash built by in here, not a problem. And back into this 2-3 setup. This time with an op on to Slack. He is kind of the man with that AWP on Mirage. Don't know if it's going to translate well here, but Skrunk's looking to make a play. I bet he's going to call for a flash to this smoke. It would be out of this world. He's going to try to creep the sandbag, gets tagged. There's the flash. It actually catches him, and they do not get a kill for his death. Well played from Crazy, but now they're sticking around maybe a bit too long. We'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Time will tell. Crazy certainly finding a bit of stability, though. I think it is safe to say in these past couple of rounds. Oh my goodness, these shots coming so very close. Nade's going in. Durga's going to feel a little bit of the burn. So it's a 5v4, but it's not the cleanest of 5v4s. Slowly but surely. Looking to edge it out on that Crazy side. 35 seconds left. Again, alternate attacks, turtling, playing things slowly, winding the clock down. This time they've got a lot more utility to work with, though, Keith. So slightly better for them, slightly easier to move into the A site. It does come through. Bomb plant, in theory, should be secured. Surgus, oh, yes, very nicely done. Bomb plant coming in, that's slightly more open, and there you have it. Surgus eventually connects the headshot. 10 seconds left, someone's got to get the bomb. Someone's got to get the plant in. 5v3, as the plant will come through indeed. But it costs them a lot of manpower. Certainly doable here, some low HP bars, but Crazy will not want to mess this up. Oh,
wow.
Beautiful shot.
Oh yeah.
My God.
Go for more. Why not? Psycho gets removed. Yeah, that was just a post plant that I think caught us both off guard and how quick alternate attacks looked for those fights, right? Crazy put themselves out there. Typically, it's like you see it a little bit like the short player peek a little late. The sandbag player won't peek till he's pressured, but alternate attacks really wanted to take it to Crazy. There are 5 rounds now, but the round that Crazy won, they kept 4 alive, which means this buy is healthy, it is fat, it has all the utility, kits and all. I'm not sure if the word fat's the best to describe a buy, but it's full. It's lump. Lumptuous? Yeah, lumptuous.
It's pretty good, I think is what you're getting at, sir. It is pretty good indeed. They are revitalized here, though, on the alternate attack side of things. Skrunk picking up the pace. 5 on 4. Straight off the bat. So back to same old from alternate attacks, it appears. Cressy holding the flank. Cressy does not miss. Almost a double spray down. Not quite. Psycho is able to finish him off, but it costs a large chunk of his HP. Meanwhile, over on A, the aggression has been successful. Sensei and DemQ pushing in, picking up a killer piece. And suddenly alternate attacks are caught off guard. They're caught with a man down. And no longer have control that they've fought so hard for. So this has really turned things upside down for alternate attacks.
Now, up on the back for Slacks. Gonna try to work up Psycho back 90. They do have a molly actually to force him out. And 2 smokes. So they could do the wall of smokes, which I think they're setting up for. And it's a fake. Ooh, but with this player pushing mid, are they going to fall back? It looks like they wanted to. And the molly actually finds Psycho. That's huge. The B anchor dying to utility. Sensei smoked off. They'll hear the plant, going for the spray. Bullets just missing. And here comes DemQ on the flank. Has to connect, misses his chance. And you know for a fact Slacks won't miss his. And as Mirbit presses up past Jenny, looking up to the scaffolding, he's now lost his teammate. A fight he must win, and a fight he cannot. It's Sensei alone. DemQ just living there, applies the pressure to Mirbit. And Crazy do get a second. They'll grab the op, so they'll prove my point, smiley face, and we'll keep on moving.
All right. Starting to, you know, be a bit more competitive here. Alternate attacks off to a very strong start. They are making it a bit more back and forth, but still, it's very, very costly stuff. Shout out to Hellcase, of course. Malta V 15. Primary case partner over there. They've got a lot going on, internal competitions and stuff. Get the rewards you deserve from those. Either way, into another rifle round here. Alternate attacks looking to shut things down before they begin for Crazy, meanwhile, trying to find some consistency, trying to string them together. It is so important here that they do so. Their CT side is generally what we would say the more prominent side for them. Also kind of the case for alternate attacks. Well, it does tend to be a little more even for alternate attacks, I suppose. But all the same, Crazy just, I mean, need to bring it as close as possible, because Mirage definitely was not. And of course, they lose this, they are out. They are going to drop out. So, damn. It is real spicy right now, and Crazy not really making any moves. I've been talking for quite some time, checking stats, and they just haven't gotten aggressive. Neither have alternate attacks. A very, very slow round, very important round in our first half, and could be a key turning point.
Oh, and definitely. I like this angle from Sensei on short. I'm not sure if alternate attacks would get cut off by this. They typically flash it, if not molly it. Right-handed molly from Strunk, flash over. Sensei's committed, has to look away from the flash. Beautiful timing on the utility from Strunk. Now you know this A-hit's coming in, lining up the smokes, bouncing them off the scaffolding. Another player in short, and DemQ cannot win the fight. And Stefan, low HP, doesn't take a single bullet from Sergez. A site acquired for alternate attacks. That'll propel them up to 6, and more importantly, Script do it with 5 alive. That's guaranteeing a bye after a loss. Exactly what alternate attacks need, and that's the reply that seemingly they have in the bag all the time.
Yeah, alternate attacks, man. I mean, they're dropping a little more than they were on Mirage, right? But ultimately, not enough for Crazy to get a solid foot in the door. Not enough for Crazy to even bring it close. It is closer, but it's still not that close overall. So we'll see whether it continues here. They're going to have to turn things around in a big way. Timeout coming in as they might just be able to put a buy together. It will be very stringy, very weak indeed. And they kind of need everything available to them, to be honest, because, of course, alternate attacks are playing on another level. Keep up. See what the choice will be. Could go for a half buy around these rifles. Could go balls to the wall. It will indeed be the half buy by the looks of things. The few deagles bought up here and there. So probably a 7th coming in for alternate attacks and a hefty lead early on.
Looking like it. That's pretty good for alternate attacks, and we've seen their comforting crossfires and setups on the CT side of Mirage. So my little worry is Crazy if they let alternate attacks get to even like 8, 9, heaven forbid double digits. Then, to me, that's when you get into some trouble. Also, this play from Slacks is really cool. I've never seen someone pre-scope walk up a ladder in full trust. I'd be very claustrophobic and nervous. Crazy. Good time on the backup. Molly's the push. Psycho, well, he takes the opportunity to get a nice free deep smoke in while you've pushed for that info. And they may just do a boost here. Sergej is going to send Sensei up, or vice versa. And will they be prepared for this angle? Molly towards the jump up. Sergez dodging the flashes. DemQ with the first. And alternate attacks may elect to keep going. Do they spot Sergez up above? They haven't yet. His Deagle missing off the mark, but DemQ's not. And finally, Stefan gets him, but Sensei, he's here. And look at the damage to alternate attacks. They have forced an issue that perhaps they didn't have to.
Oh, certainly making it awkward, bringing it close. 2v2. as Cressy finds a key frag, but still no way is it said and done yet. Gotta find this frag. Oh my goodness, Cressy knows his angles. That is such a nuanced little spot. And a key frag that could make all the difference. They hear Psycho running up to A. He's trying to get them on the follow-up. Oh, Merbit survives on 5 HP. And that could make all the difference. Cressy going to be holding things from middle. Beautiful stuff from alternate attacks. Certainly a lot closer than it had any right to be in that round, right? But still, under the pressure, they look so cool, so calm, and they continue to impress.
Wow. The fact they're able to pull that back is just not even that many mistakes from Crazy, but just guts from alternate attacks, right? You'll see a lot of people get timid in those situations or not play as forward as they should. Just slip back into like a nothingness kind of nervous stature, but not alternate attacks. They press forward and they lead the charge and they close that one out. No op for Crazy this time around. Utility and kits though. Alternate attacks loaded. Money's not a talking point for them anymore. Almost nearly set for a couple losses. But they don't look to be getting ready for that. And this is the first time we're going to see a full 5-man B explode. They've set the pattern, right, of going A, going A ramp, going A ramp, going A ramp. Which means Crazy's playing one guy B. The quick rotate is already there in the jump up, but this could catch Toxic off guard. Has to drop the smoke. Molly behind him. So blind. They're in front of each other. And the trade is huge for alternate attacks and a double entry from Stefan. Are you kidding? Can't believe he's able to double in there. Save from Crazy the must. 8 for alternate attacks.
Well, it seems Mirage is showing its ugly head a little bit. Or at the very least, the play style of Mirage. Alternate attacks just absolutely unstoppable right now. See how it goes. Time is really getting away from Crazy, and it's starting to get dire, right? They were kind of keeping it a little competitive once the pistol had gotten out of the way, and, you know, they find themselves the rifle rounds, picking up one here and there, but definitely dropping off in a big way, losing out on some close rounds. Gotta suck, gotta be hard for them. And now they have to recover things back. They have lost the half, so to speak. It's a question of how much have they lost it by. And we'll give it a bit of time and hopefully get an answer to that question, but it is looking like alternate attacks are just going to storm through this first half again. T side this time, CT side on Mirage, T side here looking great. And Crazy just not on the same level, just not able to keep up.
That is the case. Strunk, again, snuck through. This time, Sergez covers from short. Strunk's been able to get through for free before there. Thought he could have done so again. Big one for Crazy. They can now lift off that aggression towards A. Play a bit more safe, a bit more passive, but they don't want to. They want to keep going pedal to the metal. And Sensei could just get caught. Lucky to be alive. And he'll back on up, set Sergez up towards short. And Sensei is going all the way back. And alternate attacks are increasing. Spam through the wall from Sensei. Punish from Stefan. He is the man who has found those huge kills for alternate attacks at key moments. This forces Crazy to pull the rotate back over. And Mirbit's going to go.
Ooh, that is so awkward for Toxic. We just had 3 solo kills coming across the map. Yeah. Brilliant stuff from alternate attacks. Slacks in with the trades. Once again, ultimately no contest. I suppose they do get a couple kills in, but if that's the only good thing we can point towards for Crazy, it's just not looking good. Barely got the money available. I think they should be able to just about spread the wealth. They're going to go for a half buy though, Keith. They're playing this super safe. Sensei gets himself an M4, but the rest of the team, you know, just spending a little bit here and there. Wow. Fair enough. Don't want to take the risk. They want the cleanest buy possible. Maybe looking for a double up setup. All the same, the domination continues. Alternate attacks looking to get to double digits. Nice little bait and switch in at middle to get them their first frag. And it looks like they might be able to work off of that. A lot of action here at middle going to go down. T side, of course, coming out on top of the initial exchanges. Serg is still around, though. Molly not going to make it to him. Cressy holding the backside. Ooh, Slacks could get caught off guard. Not going to happen, though. Wow, Slacks so quick. 5v2. I mean, that kill surely doesn't make a difference. Yeah, Sergis gets caught in transition. Sensei was trying to help him out, but not there fast enough. And that will be all she wrote. He might just look to save this M4 as well if he can. 10th round for alternate attacks, though. Double digits, just like that. Once again, a very, 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 very dominating showing on a different half, on a different map. Like I said at the top of the show, Keith, my guy, I feel like alternate attacks are just on another level. They are peaking massively.
I feel like they're destined to win this entire week. Like, tomorrow will be the obviously real test. I think they're running too crazy here, and who can stop them? Point to someone. Hard Legion? Who's gonna stop them? I don't even know who their matchup's gonna be tomorrow. I suppose I should look. Let me take a peek what their matchups could be, but you're right. These guys are dialed in. They're running through the protocols. They're getting the trade frags. They're even finding off-timing pushes from Crazy. They're being unpredictable. They're getting A-ramp control even when down a man, still able to get the lucky sprays through the wall. I mean, can I even call it luck at this point? This is their map. This is their home turf, and they're showing why.
Absolutely. Shout out, of course,
just
to yeah, sure.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you do your thing.
You sure you don't want to go? Are you sure?
Nah, it's all you. All you.
Okay.
Unless you want some stats.
Well, I was going to mention the one and only Tea Time, of course.
Oh, the man
has been praising alternate attacks for a long time on this map. They started playing it way back when within the German scene, different players and whatnot. But like I've said, they've been playing it for a while, and it really does show, right? They are really good, and honestly, I think if they can make their way into some opens or something along those lines, they could take some names on this map.
So, they play Fate tomorrow if alternate attacks move through. I don't know if Fate are gonna be able to stop them, Scrove. Interesting. Psycho will try, but a good trade from Stefan. And then keep in mind the other best of three tomorrow. The semifinal already guaranteed is Hard Legion and Illuminar.
Indeed. Shaping up to be a cool final. That's when we'll be back for the grand final, of course. Do believe I want to say Brutalis is on it earlier on. I think there's a different duo for the first game as well. You'll have to tune in to find out, of course. Great voices all around. Serg is going to find the head of scrum. Here we go. Okay, a little bit more being shown here from Crazy. They will be traded back, still into the 2 versus 2, but making this round look a lot more doable, and the wide swing's not going to work for alternate attacks. Trying to catch them with their pants down will not be the case as Crazy pick up a third and might just be able to close the gap. Still going to be a really good half here from alternate attacks, but the question, remains, is it a really, really, really good half, or is it just a good half with that 10-5 scoreline, the best that Crazy can hope for?
Yeah, I think 10-5 would be okay if they can get there. Anything past that, I mean, we've seen alternate attacks been like the pistol wizards, if not forced by gods. Like, rarely do you see them not have anything good, right? In either of those rounds. And look at Demq. Aggressive. Is Crazy just going to grab the bomb back up? He is. But what does Demq get from this position? Info, control, flankability. All the while, Crazy, you're going to put pressure on A-ramp, try to force alternate attacks to push the issue. Demq can start to lurk down if he chooses. That seems to be the move, but they're holding it right. They're holding it right now. Alternate attacks not leaving anything open, Script. They're really good at this timid kind of hold and not allowing anyone to get the drop on them, but Demq's going to try.
Try he shall. Oh, not able to do so. Serg is kind of trading them back, but it looks like they're holding things pretty solid here, Keith. 3-on-2. Psycho's here in pretty quick succession, waiting for the bomb plant to come in. Toxic as well, just on the other side of the smoke. So many nades coming in. He takes so much damage, just gonna go barreling through the smoke. No hope for him as he gets taken down by Mirbit in the side. The 11th looking all but secured, and Psycho, I think, is actually looking to get out of here. Not gonna go for the 1v3 Hail Mary play. And alternate attacks, once again, back in pretty quickly, shutting Crazy down before they really even have hope at getting the 10-5 scoreline. Now 11-4, the best they can hope for, with a weak buy into the next round. Crazy. You got to feel bad for them, you really do. As they, you know, every time they have a bit of hope, shows itself. Yo, guys, 10-5 doable. Alternate attacks just clap them back down. Oh, Stefan. Definitely could have got away. They're trying to, again, theory craft, right? Limit testing the A-bomb site, the bomb explosion. Even being at that height, it will kill you when you're on. Right, someone write that down. Get that in the document. The secret encrypted 10 password Vertigo master doc.
I can't wait to see the live odds, by the way. Next round. That's going to be interesting to me. What we're going to be looking at. Because, 11 rounds staring down the barrel of 12 on a T side. I mean, I know 5-6 is minimum CT, but they're nowhere close. Just FAMASes, a couple M4s. Yeah, there's kits, utilities, sure. Wouldn't have mind Toxic downgrading even further than MP9, but feeling the firepower required, they take a pause to discuss. Crazy are talking about what they want to do on the dance floor. And alternate attacks are pretty much discussing what they want to do in CT pistol. I bet this round to them, do or die, not the case. Crazy, more so.
Yeah, definitely, right? Every round at this point feels do or die. Sensei going to open up, does get traded quickly. It's something. Crazy keeping pressure on, I guess. Maybe if they can find another here, would be pretty good for them. Zerg is creeping in. Gets overlooked. Possible devastation. Flash coming through. Patience. Looking good here. Beautiful stuff. Sergers will find the first. Trade's not clean. DemQ still holding as well. It's a pretty nasty crossfire that they've got set up, and there you have it. Able to get away. DemQ going to get clapped by Slacks, of course. Quick boost coming in, I believe, at the old forklift box. And there you have it. 3-on-3. As once again, everything slows back down. Psycho trying to take the place of his fallen comrade. Zerg is pushing forwards. Beautiful stuff. Psycho coming in. Gets the final double of the half. It's only 4 rounds for Crazy, but they are happy to, at the very least, get the final one. And if they can pick up the pistol here, the pressure starts to ease itself ever so slightly.
All right, you're right. Does alleviate the pressure slightly. And by the way, alternate attacks doing all of this without a coach. Impressive that they're able to maintain that level consistently without having a coach. Jonah gonna have to talk to his boys about what's going on, get Toxic back involved. They're gonna have to have a fiery CT, or excuse me, a fiery T side here. Have to come out with a quick start. Pistol, optional. Forced by win, mandatory if you don't win pistol. And they're going to have to chase this one down. Win conditions: first rifle, second rifle, breakthrough economy. Don't lose any force buys. I know those sound doable, but they're really difficult to do. And look at yeah. Honestly,
Can't help but laugh, honestly.
Completely fair. Thanks to Lupet, our partners. They're the man coming in with those live odds. And yeah, I think that kind of speaks to what we're looking at.
Well, here we go. Crazy, can you prove everybody wrong in this second half? Not many of us are believers. the fan base, watching silently, perhaps. And they themselves taking it quite slow, quite quiet indeed. Hoping someone on the alternate attacks side of things puts a foot wrong, but it has not happened very often so far in this series, or, well, for the past few weeks, it seems, for alternate attacks. Bit of spamming coming in. They're going to clear out the angles. Molly into the sandbag. Smoke going down to allow a slightly easier entry to the bomb site. However, it's all a fake. It's all a bamboozle, perhaps. Okay, no. They're boosting him up. Oh, no. Okay, right. They are going to go for it towards B. Stefan caught in between a rock and a hard place here. Looking good, though. Manages to find one. Flash comes in. He will get clapped out by a blinded Sensei. However, the rotations are through. The bomb not going to be planted. The fake is a great idea, but it's vertigo, boys. You can rotate pretty quickly on this map. And alternate attacks taking him down nice and easy. DemQ, 7 HP, 1v4. Not going to happen for him. May well just, I don't know, jump off. Seems like the best option to me. I suppose you get kill bonus and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, but you don't give them any money either, right? Unless, well, you only give them $100, which would be less than the USP kill. So, electing not to do it. 12 rounds for alternate attacks, looking like 13. Crazy, probably no choice but to force buy here, or full save. Gamble that you're going to have come out with a really good first rifle, which you're going to need it either way. And you do need the rifles out earlier than later. So it is going to be save into rifle on the 18th. I respect and appreciate that call. But it is going to be a must-win rifle, obviously. You're going to have to come out with something quick, something to catch alternate attacks off guard, and then go from there, Scriv.
Sensei, the hero P250. Can he do it? He must stand strong for his brethren. Might not even be needed. Toxic, actually, the secret Glock comes in with a quick one, leading the way with the MP9, doing a lot of damage here as well. Slack's coming through with the kills, and they will eventually swing out, but more kills coming in. Bomb plant as well. Not bad for Crazy so far. The round itself doesn't look too doable. Oh, no, Cressy dies to his own molly, thanks to the dink from Sergiz. The round will come in, but I mean, 3 kills for a $300 investment and the bomb plant. That's pretty decent from Crazy. They can be quite happy with that. It's still a steep road ahead, as the 13th will come in for the German side, but all the same, you take the good with the bad.
Whew, well, here we go. Bomb plant makes this by full. Everything they could possibly need. I'm surprised they got a plan out of it, but hey, I bet they are too. And here we go. They need a good dominant rifle round to really get this started. They've dealt some damage on a round with Glocks and P250. Perfect. Bomb plant, amazing. Now, this is the test. This is the one you gotta win. Nade damage, already you can see the utility usage different from alternate attacks. Connecting with those nades, we're Crazy or not. Skrunk flashed in, he has the smoke to cut them off, and they completely own lift room. That is just, what a wild take from alternate attacks. We didn't see that once from Crazy.
Yeah, basically, right? They're just kind of outclassing them in a lot of different ways. A lot more confident. I think it has made such a difference on the second map, where it could have been close, right? Alternate attacks certainly dropping a few rounds here and there, dropping the ball for sure, bringing some of them close, but still ever confident in the method. Wow. This is going to be tough to get through. Flash comes through. Skrunk got blinded by it. And there's the second man. They tunnel towards Skrunk, and then they get distracted by the second man. Fantastic stuff from alternate attacks once again. 5v2 in the blink of an eye. DemQ low. Toxic hyperventilating as he thought he'd fallen off. Actually dies, but that's kind of because he was trapped. Panicking. His heart skipped a beat for sure. DemQ gonna find 2 quick headshots here. Okay. Getting a bit more interesting. 20 seconds though, he's got to rush towards the A-bomb site. They'll know this. They'll hear this. Mirbit is ready for this as well. He's so very low, and yeah, it's not the optimal fight. Alternate attacks get the 14th. Bit of damage from DemQ, but at this point, they are not bothered on the CT side because they keep on winning rounds. They just can't lose. Now, I want to see that toxic replay, man, of that moment where he just jumps off and he's like, oh, like you could just see it. That he's like, oh, I'm just falling off, but it's like he just
where am I going?
Just stays alive.
That's so crazy. That's so funny. Let's get it crazy. AKs, glue, barely any utility. Last chance saloon. It's not the best place to get a drink, but they're gonna try. Mirbit dodges flash off angle on the pylon. He's gotten to Stefan on the B site. The anchor's gone. Mirbit gets caught switching guns, and there you have it. Crazy entry kills galore, but Slacks is here at the quick rotates. Safety pylon here if needed for Slacks, but I don't think they're gonna take safety at all. They're gonna take the aggressive route with Strunk on the flank, and Slacks, does he make the jump? That would be out there. Sensei, flank figured out. Slacks goes high. They have found Toxic, and can Sensei do it? 1 HP, and Slacks has got him. Kit not needed. He can stick this through, and that is 15 for alternate attacks, and Crazy have to run it back once again.
Yeah, it is really not looking good at all in so many different ways, man. Like, alternate attacks playing great Counter-Strike, but stuff like this maybe shouldn't be happening. It's a lot harder. I think some of the issues maybe that Crazy are having really coming into play on Vertigo, because he can be punished a lot more for those mistakes. Whereas Mirage a little more open, and maybe we didn't see as much. I don't know, though. I think this Crazy team, still decent, right? Don't get me wrong. A lot of firepower. If they can refine it properly and whatnot, there's a lot to work with here. And clearly, right, they make it to the quarters. That's no mean feat. It's a very harsh format. You've got a lot to get through, and they are able to find frags as they pick up 2 early on here. It's just alternate attacks, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they just breeze through tomorrow as well. Like, they are looking so good right now. Maybe it'll trade back Toxic. Smoke going down. Trade not available for him. Oh, and he's sticking around. Perfect stuff. He's heard them on the B bomb site. This is a wild little spot that they may not be expecting. DemQ gonna creep forwards. Oh, and the timing for Mirbit is so bad. However, Slack's coming in from behind, drops the bomb, but he's immediately traded. Here we go, Crazy. Might be able to pick up a few more towards the end. Cressy. Okay, maybe not. Once again, hero play from Cressy. How many times have we seen this? 2 quick frags that are already, that second one especially, pretty damn impressive. Sensei gonna get caught on the Molotov, and Cressy does it. 1 versus 3 to close it out. And my goodness, if that does not sum things up for Crazy. As soon as they give themselves a chance, Keith, as soon as it looks clean for them, as soon as they have a lead to work